It don't happen, no, my wonderful people. Make gonna see how these people are manipulating the general public using the tool of the so-called Yoruba bigotries. When I still remember prior to APC when he started earlier flying to London, which he have already fought for that route for over decades. The problem we have that time is that why APC, Alan Onyema and his crew members go wear Ishiago attire, come they attend to other ethnic nationalities. Hey. We find that one, it comes to a halt. All these things is not being orchestrated by a common Yoruba man or common Yoruba woman on the street. It is also being orchestrated by the so-called government of the day. Spearheaded by Tunumbu, Sanwo-Olu, Bayo Ononoga, Femi Gbadabiamila. All these people I'm calling, go and verify. They are the more reason why the Igbo properties are being demolished in Lagos and Abuja. I say it without no atom of regret, and I hold nobody any apology. But what I'm saying is the simple truth. I want you to listen to this message coming from our brother, who always vocal on his analysis over the issue that the Yorubas now have come back again to attack APs. That if APs workers cannot speak Yoruba fluently, that is better APC carry his Biafran business and relocate to Biafra land. That Lagos is a Yoruba land, and anything that got to do with the Southwest and Yoruba must speak Yoruba language. And I ask myself, how do we get ourselves involved in this kind of people? Something that you cannot do out of your own jealousness, greedy, and ethnic bigotry. You are attacking somebody who is doing it better than you. No any tribe that can travel more to London than the Yorubas. And the slashing of airfares by Alan Onyema, who is a Biafran and an Igbo man, despite the fact that he never recognized he's a Biafran, he's still jumping up and down as a one Nigerianist. Until the day the Biafra. You understand me? Who flew frequently to London, if not Yoruba people? Because they even have a street in Yoruba. I mean, in London, there Yoruba have a street. The slashing of the flight fare by Alan Onyema benefits the Yorubas. But you see, instead of them to give that money to an Igbo man, a Biafra man from the southeast, they prefer to go to buy a higher ticket fares from other airlines that does not belong to an Igbo man. Have you seen it? Tomorrow they will still come out and tell you, Yorubas and the Igbos, they are brothers. My brother, my sister, let me tell you the simple truth. I rather have a Fulani man, I rather have a Boko Haram bandit as a friend or call him as a brother than to have a typical Yoruba as a friend. I dare not. Because these people will betray you to the last bus stop. You're going to give them money. Yoruba land is the place whereby you'll be feeding them, doing everything for them. Any day you refuse to give them, maybe they ask you for 1,000 naira. Now, somebody who has been giving millions in the past, he or she asks you for 1,000 naira, and you tell that person that you don't have at that moment, my dear, they have told you to become the worst enemy, and they can do anything to get you out from the road or out of the way. That is Yoruba for you. Unpleasant and ungrateful, that is ethnic bigotry section that I have ever witnessed in this my lifetime. If you go out there, they will tell you that other countries are doing racist. But my dear, the one that Yorubas they do to the Igbos, apart from other ethnic, I don't know what they're doing to others. My brother, it is out of this edge. But anyway, sir, make sure to listen to this voice, digest it, like it, comment on it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. We are going to go around the news. After that, then we take the comments and then we round up. Bigotry, APs hit again. Asked to leave if cannot communicate in Yoruba language. Here are the news in details.
When we say there's a carefully planned move to attack Igbo businesses and properties investment in the southwest of Nigeria, especially Lagos, we know what we are talking about. We have stayed somewhere around these places for so long to understand to politics that is being played. There's a tweet I saw today, and that tweet, I'll read it out. This is from a Twitter account, Excel Ayodele Yoruba. He said, this was an altercation between him and some of the staff of Airpeace. I remember, Airpeace is being owned by an Igbo man. The other time that they wore Ishagu attire, or Odum attire, it became a topic of controversy because some people don't like anything Igbo, they don't want it to come to the limelight. The politicians and some of the people that are planning these things behind closed doors, they are using the media, using their culture, using whatever they can do to denigrate, undermine Igbo identity, culture, and integrity. So that issue became a topical issue throughout Nigeria, that Airpeace was wearing an Ishiago, which is an attire that belonged to the Igbo culture. So they were angry with it. Now this is another person having an altercation with Airpeace staff. He says, I spoke Yoruba to the ladies at Airpeace counter this morning. The manner at which they attacked me was uncalled for. I want to urge Alex Oyema to reorientate his staff and give them stern warning. Lagos, look at the statement. Lagos is Yoruba land. If you are not satisfied, you can relocate your business. This person went into a Nigerian company. Nigeria, the language we speak in Nigeria is English. He went into a Nigerian company that was located in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, and intentionally decided to speak Yoruba to the staff, knowing fully well that they may not understand. I told you before now, they were enraged at the adorning of the Ishiago attire by some of the staffs, wearing it as uniform. They were thinking that Igbo dominance has come to take over their businesses or whatever, their business space in Lagos. So with that mentality and with intention, these people are intentional. They want to make you look bad for them to look good. The plan they have is to make sure that Igbo businesses, investment, and influence in the Southwest dies. And however they can do it, whatever they can do, they will do so. Imagine going to a place whereby you know that they don't understand your language or they don't communicate with your own native language, but you decided to go and communicate that language to them and using it as a point of defense that where their business is Yoruba land, not Nigeria. Because these people are trying to say Yoruba land is different from Nigeria. In Nigeria, we speak English. The English you speak is a general language. So if you are going to communicate with other people that are not your tribe, they are supposed to speak English. But this one took it personal. You can see the source. He took it personal and said that if you can't cope with us speaking Yoruba to you, even though we know that you don't understand Yoruba, relocate your business. If you're not satisfied, Lagos is Yoruba land. That is the intention. There's Chinatown in Lagos State. You can't go to Chinatown and start speaking Yoruba. You speak in the language you understand. Tells you the height of hypocrisy that these people have and the willingness to make sure, the desperate measures they are willing to take to make sure that they take over your buildings, your investment, and what have you. I repeat it again. Tunde Bagre, pastor later in church, came out and said that he found himself in a meeting, and this meeting, the elders there were coming out to talk and discuss how they are going to take over Igbo businesses in Lagos State. It's always about Igbo businesses. I don't know whether the statistics is correct or is true. Over 60% of the houses in Lagos are owned or have been bought by Igbos. I don't know whether it's true, but it seems that the Igbos have become a threat in Lagos. That's why we are calling for people that have sense in Igbo land. The other time, Ojugu came and saw what the Igbos invested in Alaba and called them goats. Look at the end result. You are in a place and all the people there have to do is to envy, claiming that you want to take over their land. Now the better explanation. You don't need to start explaining to these people because you know their intention. When somebody has an intention, there's no need to prove right or prove that he's wrong. He has an intention. He's willing to go to do evil things to make sure that he achieves his aim. This man has started this episode of the thing, telling Airpeace that he needs to reorientate his staff to accept people speaking Yoruba that they don't understand. That if he's not satisfied with that, Lagos is Yoruba land, that he should locate his business elsewhere. Let's use the logic of this man, the logic he uses, because some of these Yoruba rules, there's no sense. Some of them, they are just stupidly wise. I understand when you are being conservative. Be conservative for the right reasons. Some Yoruba sons have sold their family land to these guys. And how would it be their fault? You should look indoor and organize yourself and make sure that mistakes like that or like this is not repeated. They won't repeat these mistakes. But some family will sell their land to the Igbos and Igbos will buy and develop. Igbo come, they hustle, they are focused in their business. While you do parties, you drink and do all sort of good parties and spray money. At the end of the day, you sell your property to just do a party and you are blaming the Igbos for your irresponsibility. You take advantage of the fact that the federal government used Nigeria's resources to invest in Lagos. You have a sizable population. Most of the parastatals, most of the infrastructures that bring revenue to Nigeria, they are in Lagos. You take advantage of this and asking people to leave. You manipulate the private sector. You fix your guys in there. Most blue chip companies are being owned by the Yorubas because of the politics that is being played. If you're an Igbo or other tribe, they play that politics to make sure that you don't get to a certain ladder. Like what happens in Europe. There are some places that the blacks will not be allowed to go and learn and study, or some African countrymen will not be allowed to get admission. There are some jobs they will not give you, even though you are qualified. That's what they do here. So you want to start another war with Airpeace. There's one thing you don't know. If you are fighting the Igbo man because of his progress, he progresses the more, and you will not understand how he progresses. You want to stop his source of wealth. I usually move around and look at the extent at which Igbos have invested in Lagos and are paying salaries and revenue and making everywhere busy and bubbling. The competitiveness is making Lagos a vibrant place. The competitiveness that the Igbos bring to this town, to Lagos, is making Lagos a vibrant place. But yet you want to dispose them of their business. With the things that Airpeace Alex Onyema has done for Nigerians. During Buhari regime, he offered to take Nigerians that are stranded in other countries for free, bringing them back, evacuating Nigerians from war-torn countries, bringing them back, rescuing Nigerians, doing all this for Nigeria. Yet, this lowlife, I'll call that person lowlife, is coming out to claim he's a conservative, but he's looking for how they can cause trouble and make sure that they make Igbo businesses look irrelevant. When you look at comments from that post, many of the Southwesterners in that post have said that they should go and patronize Yoruba company. They should not patronize Airpeace because he's an Igbo man. You can see the mentality of these people. You can see how they think. The Yoruba Ronu, not all Yorubas, Yoruba Ronu and Yoruba conservatives, in quote, not all of them, because these guys are not sensible. You are going to a place like Dubai and you don't speak their language, and they give you same conditions you are giving an Alex Onyema in Lagos State. What would be your response? Okay, because I have a refinery, because Lagos is developed. What if Anambra is developed? Anambra is developed, and this is being applied to every other person that cannot speak Igbo in Anambra. How would you feel? What will you say? Since you are not using your senses and your brain, or your brain is not working. Alex Onyema has paid his dues. Alex Onyema has done what he has done for Nigeria. You cannot get to his level because you are just jealous because he's an Igbo man. Until we come to realize that we are human beings first. Before you are Yoruba, also Igbo, you are a human being first. And if you have any hope of afterlife, your afterlife does not really require that you are a Yoruba person to be qualified for any reward before God. You are a human being. What did you do as a human being on earth? That will be the question if you believe in afterlife. Not whether you're Yoruba, whether you are redeemed, whether you are this, that, or that. And yet, we want to perpetrate evil for our fellow human beings because we believe that we belong to a race, a certain race, or a certain tribe. Somebody said that Yoruba is not a tribe, it's a race. Okay, human race, the black race, the Yoruba race, certain tribe. These guys will not be cautioned. When this is being met with stiff attacks, reprisals, somebody will not be calling foul. Now, those people that are the good Yorubas are not saying anything now, but when somebody starts pushing back that narrative, the good Yorubas will come and tell you that you are being hurt, that you are reacting, that don't mention Yorubas, there are some that are good. But when the people that are doing this evil thing, we are doing what they are doing, they will not be cautioned by the good Yorubas. When you start attacking the person, the good Yorubas will now rise up. It's just like radical Muslims and moderate Muslims. Radical Muslims will be killing. Moderate Muslims will not say anything. But when there's an attack on Islam, the moderate Muslim will not jump up and say, we are not this, we are not that. You can see that logic. So Igbos, I will repeat it in all my broadcasts. We need to map out a way out of this mess. It seems we are distracted. It seems we don't know where we are moving to. We cannot rely on individual strength or individuality. We cannot rely on that individuality. We can do much more by working as a community. These guys are planning seriously. Let me tell you, if you I was born in Lagos. I lived among Yorubas for over 30 years. In fact, all my life I lived in Lagos. I lived among Yorubas. I understand Yoruba very well. Much more than my language, which is Igbo language. No, I understand, but I can speak Yoruba much more than the Igbo language. These people have a way they plan for you. They don't come outside and start doing. If they are doing their, that's why they said some of these guys are unstable. They are very good at hitting you at the back. They may have a plan to make sure that they relieve Igbo businesses little by little, one legislation after the other. In fact, if a legislation is used against an Igbo man, they can do three Igbo man, one Yoruba man, and maybe at the back they can give the Yoruba man compensation and not give the Igbo man compensation. For example, if they go to the streets and they say that Igbos are more in this area, and there's a legislation that tells that this street will destroy these houses, they will count the cost of Igbos that will be affected, hence the Yorubas. When they destroy it, they will not give compensation to the Igbos, but they will give compensation to their Yorubas. In quotes, I'm alleging. It may happen, it can happen. There's a capability of doing these things. We have seen businesses, we have seen competitions, we have seen business lobbying. We have seen what these people can do at every point in time. Shore has come out to say that the hatred Igbos, Nigerians have for Igbos is in their blood. You are a species that is special. You are a threat to many people. They don't like you, they don't want to see you so much. It doesn't bother them if Alex Onyema loses his business investment in Lagos. It pains them a lot. Little things. During the last protest, before they started the protest, they were accusing P2B of obedience. Even though they saw that Ishore was the one at the front, championing everything, saying everything, P2B never said one or two things. They were accusing P2B, an Igbo man, obedience Igbo. They saw that could not fly. Before the week of the protest, they looted Igbo shops. I think at Surulere, Bode Thomas. It is stock in trade. They are looking for every opportunity to attack the Igbos. Every opportunity. So this one went into Epis and started speaking Yoruba, knowing fully well that an Igbo man owns this company, and he has that perception that this is an Igbo thing. Let me bring in the Yoruba thing so that I can get sympathy and start attacking them. That is the ideal. That is the end game of everything. At the end of the day, if you look at that person, probably he's lying or making this up, or he's a low life, or he's somebody. Big men don't play these games that you're playing. It's only politicians that play the game to be relevant in power. Nothing more, not too much. It's only politicians that can play that game for them to be relevant in power. A poor man is one that plays this stupid whatever. These are big men. If you don't know it now. Even though I support the Biafran agitation, and I'm a Biafran, this our society is divided into two: the higher class and the lower class. The higher class, all the tribes are there. The lower class, all the tribes are there. They use religion, they use ethnicity to divide you people. They all will benefit, and they will benefit, whether it's a range of whatever. The elites are there. In the southeast, the elites are there that are not complaining, that are getting what is due them. The Hausas are there that is getting what is due them. The Fulanis are there that is getting what is due them. The Yorubas are there that is getting, the Shekiris, the Akwa Ibomites, the Ibibio, they are all there getting what is due them. Nothing, they are not lacking anything, but it is you. Somebody was complaining to me today. I told him that a Tinubu is much more concerned about his political dynasty, his political kingdom. The money that Nigeria is making might not be enough for them to loot. So how does it get to you as a Nigerian, as a Yoruba man? Since it's a Milokon, how does it get to you as a Yoruba man? Even when the money, the billions or trillions of naira, if they have the opportunity, one person can steal everything. They are compelled by law to somehow share these monies. That's why you see them sharing the money. If they have the opportunity, they can steal everything and sit on everything. While you, as his brother, in quote, goes hungry to bed for the rest of your life. While he destroys your destiny. Not too young to rule by Buhari. You're not too young. A young person are their children, not you, your children. Your children have no opportunities. There are jobs that are not meant for the poor. NMPC, you see Igbo there, everybody is there. Even at the rate of whereby you see that discrepancies, this one have a number because of it. The president is there, we have more Yorubas, but they are Igbos. Everything is even shared among the elite and their children. So you are the loser. You are playing by God 3. Alex Onyema will not come down. He has connection in high places. These people in that high places, they will not even look at you. They will just overlook you. The people that are affected are people that are not in that their top tier political class. And those people in that top tier political class are the only ones that can maintain that standard. You are saying that they should move Airpeace business from Lagos. You cannot attain that standard. Because it's not about the tribal thing when it comes to where they are. It's about the ties, the alliance they get. Atiku's son would marry El-Rufai's daughter. They marry themselves. They cannot marry you that is a low life, that doesn't even have enough money to even buy a ticket. Because I believe you may have made this thing up. So you need to have sense. If you are going to Ronu with sense. Don't Ronu because you want to be stupid and foolish. You can't stop the progress of an Igbo man. It is inherent for him to succeed. Even at the toughest place, you go to Oceania, you see an Igbo man. Australia, almost the ends of the earth, you see an Igbo man doing well. The other time, the Maiduguri flood. Ndume said that the most affected are the Igbos who have shops. Far away Maiduguri. Does that not ring anything in your head? And you think that by just coming out to make a tweet to denigrate, or they can tell him to lose his business, you're just kidding yourself. You need to grow up, and your children will not see that you are doing this stuff. I believe that the Igbo man will survive, no matter what, until Biafra is declared.
ឱកាសឈ្នះចំណងដៃអាពាហ៍ពិពាហ៍ប្រាក់សុទ្ធ $30,000 ដោយគ្រាន់តែជាវស្រាបៀហនុមានក្នុងថ្ងៃអាពាហ៍
When I don't hear them finish, Yoruba say it's either you speak Yoruba language or make you relocate your business, go back to the southeast. That Yoruba, Lagos is a Yoruba land. It's no more Nigeria. Now we are not fighting about Nigeria and the Biafrans. Now the fight is now between the Yorubas and the Igbos. So they are forcing everybody to make sure that they speak Yoruba language, even in your business. But they will travel all the way from here to Dubai. They will not speak Arab. They will go there to speak English. Nonsense set of people. Here are the comments, John. Kenny G said, Mr. Speaker, you speak and pronounce English much better than the most ruling politicians. A good psychologist also. At Judo Sky said, evil folks avoid Yoruba at all costs. Dealing with them, you do it at your own cup of tea. At Bosnaro said, Mumu people, some go embassies, go speak Yoruba and get visa now. I'm beginning to start thinking some Yoruba are just intimidated by other ethnics. At Guy Oluwanle said, peace, don't look back. Fly high for a bigger market share. Maintain the current excellent quality of service. Never answer to their stupidity, wickedness, and hatred. Many Lagosians enjoy and will fly a peace till end time. Pali boy said, what is happening? Can British Airlines speak Yoruba language? What is going on? That is the truth. That is the truth. All this is just attacks on the Igbos, or Igbo businesses rather. And to Stella and Ways, they said, shame on the bigots. The more they try to bring down the Igbo, the more we continue to prosper to the glory of God. Shemi and Shemi and Shemi. Voice of the voiceless said, he should go to Yoruba man a business and speak in Yoruba language so that they will give him the ticket free of charge. AGK International said they are not ashamed that among investments in Lagos, none belongs to them and they belong to the foreigners. The only thing they keep shouting is Lagos is a Yoruba land. Lagos is a Yoruba land. Now that's it on I go chop, Abi. Johnny Ike said you are correct, my brother. Judeski said you are a very intelligent man, Christian. I would like to get your contact. I'm waiting. This our brother talk. Kenny G said, from which of the tribes do you hear from, bro? It's an Igbo man, bro, if we don't know. Anyway, my wonderful people, now we go take back break. You please, more of this will still come your way. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain Amandia Neze. I'll be right back. Kemesiano.